Hola, I'm Hannah from Speak Better Spanish. I'm here to help you stop overthinking Spanish and actually speak it. If you've been learning Spanish for a while, there's a good chance that por and para might still be confusing for you. And honestly, that's normal because most explanations make this topic way more complicated than it needs to be. You memorize rules, you study charts, you do exercises, but then a native speaker says something and suddenly you're not sure which one to use anymore. So, in this video, I'm going to give you a much simpler way to think about por and para so you can actually start using them naturally in conversation because the difference is not random. And once you start to understand the logic behind them, it gets much easier. Here's the easiest way to think about it. In general, para points forward and por looks backward or around something. That's the big picture. Let's start with para. We usually use para when we talk about purpose, destination, goals, deadlines, or intended recipients. For example, estudio español para hablar con mi familia. I study Spanish in order to speak with my family. The purpose is speaking with my family. Or, este regalo es para ti. This gift is for you. You are the intended recipient. Or, salgo para México mañana. I leave for Mexico tomorrow. There's a destination, something moving forward. Now let's look at por. Por is often connected to reasons, causes, movement through something, exchange, or duration. For example, lo hice por ti. I did it because of you. That's the reason. Or, caminamos por el parque. We walked through the park. Movement through a space. Or, trabajé por 2 horas. I worked for 2 hours. Duration of time. Now, here's where learners usually struggle. They try to translate directly from English. And that's dangerous because English uses for in about a million different ways. Spanish doesn't organize these ideas the same way. So instead of asking, what does this mean in English, ask, what's the relationship here? Is this a purpose, a destination, or an objective? Probably para. Or is it a reason, a cause, movement through something, or an exchange? Probably por. Let me give you a really common comparison. Gracias por ayudarme. Thank you for helping me. Why por? Because helping me is the reason for the gratitude. Now compare that with estudio para mejorar. I study in order to improve. That's a goal, a purpose. So we use para. Another mistake I see all the time is learners trying to memorize every rule individually. But native speakers are not thinking, yes, rule number 7B. They feel the relationship between the ideas. And that's exactly what you want to train to. The good news is you do not need to master every use immediately. If you focus first on understanding the core logic, your intuition gets stronger over time. And honestly, even advanced learners sometimes pause with por and para. That's normal. The important thing is learning to communicate clearly and naturally. So here's your challenge. The next time you hear por o para, don't immediately translate it. Instead, ask, what relationship is this expressing? Purpose, reason, destination, cause? That question will help you improve much faster than memorizing random lists. Thanks for listening. And if you want the full breakdown with more examples and practice sentences, check the blog linked below. And if you want help building a personalized plan to become more confident speaking Spanish, you can also book a free roadmap session using the link in the description. See you in the next episode.